Hey, you should already know, considering that this screen is currently all the way big, and you have to look at my entire ugly mug instead of just having it be up in the corner. It's weird. Usually when I have the camera up, it's up this corner, but you know, uh, mirrors. Uh, Sorry about that. Drank a lot just now. That slipped out. Oh. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't feel a recording yesterday. I got home from work, was just generally in pain and exhausted. Didn't really sleep too well either. In fact, technically, I didn't sleep too well today either, but details. I should be fine today at least, but not yesterday. Didn't record. That's why I didn't record, and yeah. Instead, I just played more Hogwarts Legacy because it is fun to play. By the way, since I said this before, like, yeah, I bought the game with the thought, hey, wouldn't it be fun if I streamed it on Twitch just to see the gates of hell open? I decided, you know what? Let me just explain a little bit since I had a discussion with someone else. My thoughts on this entire thing with people trying to boycott Hogwarts Legacy just because J.K. Rowling is, yeah, J.K. Rowling's a fucking bitch. But hey, she's not the only one responsible for the fucking game. Like, hell, she probably already got more than enough money out of the game just for allowing them to use the fucking Harry Potter license. Like, all you're doing is just fucking over the developers and people who just genuinely like the fucking series even before she became a fucking bitch and just want to continue experiencing some form from the series. Because, fun fact, they're out there. That doesn't mean that it's gonna fucking stop. Uh, Boycotting makes sense when it has a point, aka OGL D&D business. If you don't know what happened there, basically they tried to change the OGL to where realistically wizards could just steal everyone's homebrew for themselves and they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And people boycotted to show them you can't fucking do that. Boycotting only works if the company is trying to do something that you don't want them to fucking do. It doesn't work when I don't like that person. If you don't like that person, just don't fucking interact with them. That's all I can personally say. Like like my personal position when it comes to that entire discussion is just since like a lot of people hate her because transphobe and all that. My point on that is why the fuck should I care? What they feel has nothing to do with me. Why the fuck should I care? Like if that guy feels more like a girl, or if that girl feels more like a guy, why the fuck should I care? That's them. I'm me. It only becomes an issue with me when one of them tries to flirt with me. Then it becomes an issue with me, and even then, it's just so you know, hetero and all that. And very much important in that, the sexual part. So while you feel like you're a girl, body's still a guy. And while you feel like you're a guy, body's still a girl. So I will say yes to the girl that feels more like a guy, but I will say no to the guy that feels more like a girl because I am hetero, and that and turns out it only becomes a fucking issue when something is aimed at me. But then again, why the fuck would anyone ever try to flirt with me? So really, it's no issue at fucking all. Uh, so yeah, that's my entire position on that. If you want to fucking point at me, like if you, uh, my fucking like the people watching these videos aren't like that anyways. I just felt like talking about it because of that discussion I had. Watch like somehow some SJW from Twitter find this video and just flame it to the ground just because I said I wouldn't go for the dude that identifies as a girl. That's me. Like like people, like it's the same thing as saying like, "Hey, I like girls. Hey, I like guys." Like, I'm hetero. That's just what it is. Like, leave me alone. I leave you alone. That's how it is. Honestly, God, I kind of want some SJW to find it and just flame it to the ground, just because that would be entertaining to watch in a way. I get very entertained when people get unreasonably mad about something that doesn't fucking matter. Yes, I'm a bastard. How'd you know? I should have be very well known already, actually. So yeah. Also, dark humor shouldn't be shared in a public space. Only share it with people you know won't mind that kind of content. That's also something I I had a discussion about because someone shared a very dark joke and someone else that I know was like, "No, just gonna go ahead and block you now because that's not a fucking thing. You post like 2 days after something happened in relation to that." And like I said in that discussion, it was like, okay, it's about who you share it with, not about what you share. Like if you share something like that public, you don't get to complain when people suddenly block you. Like I have a humor that, quite frankly, is dark enough to the point where it probably has cotton in its ears, aka that joke just now. Very sorry about that one, by the way. I know I just said like don't share it publicly, but examples. And again, if you come to this channel, you should fucking expect it. Because I'm terrible. I talk about it constantly. Said it earlier in this video, so quite frankly, if some SJW found this video, saw that, and then continued watching, and then complains about my joke, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I'm just sitting here making bad jokes. All you have to do is not look at it. Because it's not like I'm going around smacking minorities up. It's like I'm not going around fucking Munich with a baseball bat looking for minorities to beat up. No, I don't do that. I just do terrible jokes, and that's about it. Like if I see someone going around with a bat in Munich smacking minorities around, I will fucking grab that bat to smack them around because they're being the bastard. It's always about who's the bastard. I may be a bit of an asshole, but I at least don't try to harm people with what I do. Though it's been a while since I actually got a nice fist fight. Actually, kind of want to was again just a nice proper fist fight. Been a while. I really ought to get like a fucking punching bag and again some of these days. I've been sitting here for way too long for the brevity of what I actually want, considering the brevity of what I actually wanted to say. This keeps happening. Tangents are dangerous. Did you know that? They waste time. quite a lot of it actually. I got actually, I talked, I was trying to talk about something else before I went on that tangent. In fact, namely the fact that I unlocked the broom in Legacy, and it's very fun. It very much reminds me of playing the old movie tie-in games for PC, which had the broom ring challengers, or that one old Quidditch PC game that I adored as a kid. That's like the main reason why I got the game. I just felt nostalgic for those old movie tie-in games since they were the things I was able to play as a child. Since they are the games that had multiple saves. Like, generally, I didn't really have the, let's say, uh, buying power to buy a lot of games. So it's usually my brother buying was usually my brother buying games or presents from my family. So at the games my brother bought were like Game Boy games that had one save, so I couldn't play them because he was playing them. And even when he finished them, it's his save. He didn't want me to touch it. So yeah. So the few games that I could play were usually the gifted ones, or whenever anything is bought for PC. And one case of that was the fact that we got the movie tie-in games. Like the fucking Goblet of Fire movie tie-in game. Like the Goblet of Fire game was like a fucking weird Diablo clone. That was weirdly entertaining. Never fucking finished it though because one of the final levels was absolute ass. Like I finished all the others, but I never completed them 100% because by God, finding everything is such a chore in those. I remember being scarred for life when I read the Selkie painting description. Because like there's like these collectibles you could find about like different mythical things. In fact, in kindergarten, during one of what's fushing in English? Carnival apparently. No, yeah, carnival apparently. For carnival celebrations, I actually dressed up in kindergarten as Harry Potter, full on with like a wand, glasses, and Monster Book of Monsters that my mother went out of her way to actually make for me. Like it, she just grabbed like a fucking folder, like a big old folder, and just turned it into a Monster Book of Monsters full with actual entries from those games as pages. So yeah, that was fun. Fun fact, I actually never really watched beyond the fourth movie. I've wasted enough time. So yeah, didn't record yesterday. This video could have been over in 2 minutes, but alas, now we're here at 14. Anyways, bye bye.